this thing on? Can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank, huh? It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's where we can kick it. Everything is going down. They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the weekends, the Roy Anthony.
What it do, man? Oh my God, what it do? What it do? How y'all doing? We just got past some Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. Past Sundays. To me, every day is Mother's Day. If your mother's alive, you should always still, show them appreciation. That's what I was always felt and stuff. We see a lot of people so crazy about taking care of themselves and worried about themselves. And, we got to know how to honor all the mothers. So I want to say, Sayo. That's my Native Americans who be watching the Roy Anthony Show. Yes, I am Roy Anthony. Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. Thank you for coming in again. Another hour out of your day, out of your whole week. Except on Thursdays, we'll be back on Thursdays. Got us another special guest. We'll be coming on Thursday. So just want to say welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. Everybody knows I'm a stand-up comedian. /actor, /director, /producer. And I just, when I got with the Woe Entertainment is starting to be a built-up entertainment, platform. I mean, when I tell you a platform, it is we have gamers, we have, analysts, all types of stuff, man. And the network is going up big. And there's a lot of talented people. I'd like to give a shout out to the head producer of the Woe Entertainment, Richie King, aka Redneck Pimp. We have the second man in charge, Goose. I never call Goose by his full name and stuff. I got to get government clearance. And then our associate producer who always helps me, puts me through, gets me through the situations. We give it up for our main lady, Blue Phoenix, a true warrior. Yes, she is. I'll give it up, shouts out to her always. She keeps me going and stuff. And not just because she's a social producer of the show, but she's a person that I see as a warrior. Not just because she was in the military, but when you facing, like, she had I'm going to just say what it was. She had cancer, a rare cancer. And being a warrior mind, because a warrior is not just on the outside, it's not just in front of a microphone. A warrior is someone who completes it to the end. You understand what I'm saying? And so I like to give shouts out because our prayers was going up, and they tell me, that I got certain rules and specifications because I'm the only true black man on the Woe Entertainment Network, and I hold it up with pride. That's right. And I love them because guess what? I accept them for them, and they accept me for me. And I'm honored to be on the Woe Entertainment. They, Jennifer said that was me showed up under the other thing. I see you. Means a ton, man, for real. Mike Nethergy said, baby, he's probably beatboxing to baby. So what we like to do is I like y'all to just warm up, You never know what's going to come off of my mind, never know what's going to be said. There is no makeup, there is no big lighting, because I get to do my show everywhere around the United States. And with me being around the United States, I like to network with people. Now, I'm a person who they consider me a visionary, but a visionary who works under the Spirit of God, you know what I'm saying? That's me. Now, I don't talk about religious views, but I'm a person who believes in the spiritual God who gave me his son as a sacrifice for my salvation. That's where it stops. I'm not religious. I'm just very spiritual. Just like Mr. Richard King, he's spiritual. We said a prayer over something we did. Sayo. And see, I communicate with everybody. I raised up in the hoods. I grew up in the hoods. My mother said when we was 14, she said, y'all better figure it out. You better figure it out. Play it up, man. I was born in Los Angeles. My mother and my father never got into a relationship, so he stayed in Long Beach. My mother stayed in Kansas City, moved to Kansas City, Kansas. So I'm probably one of those own people who's a rarity. Found out that I was related to half of Pine Bluff to all the way to San Francisco. But all my family members on my father's side, like my father, who is buried in the Long Beach Cemetery. They're just keeping it 100. And so the guest that I have on today is an honor, especially to me, being the heathen that I am sometimes. But this lady, I paid attention to her. She attracted me off of some of the stuff she put on her story board, but we'll get on to that through Facebook. But I started reading into her, and then some of my crew started digging up research and found out I call it bona fide. Now, a lot of people say, Roy, bona fide ain't the word. Bona fide is the word, because the Webster Dictionary said that if I can give a definition to it, then it's a word. Bona fide means you 100% of who you are. So this lady, who all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, she bona fide, not by no hearsay. Please put your hands together for the queen, evangelist, Jazz Thomas Jones. How you doing, Miss Jazz Thomas Jones? How you doing?
I'm blessed. Thank you so much. What an
It
honor
is a
it is to
pleasure.
be your guest today.
Oh, yes. You sound a little, you are proper. I understand the introduction, but I told you you're going to be like family. You feel me?
Well, you did pretty good. I must say I'm very excited. You seem like you got a lot of spunk going on. So let's get started. I'm ready to dive into this and get it
Okay.
started. I'm MC Jazzy, as you said, from Atlanta. I'm the president and founder of Platinum Media Network. I'm a internet radio pioneer. Do a little bit of it all, street minister as an evangelist. So I'm out and I'm about mobily, and hey, I like to have fun, so let's do this.
That's right. And you know what? Thank you for taking out your time, because I seen your schedule and you are tremendously busy. And it's an honor to be able to work with you, Queen,
Thank
because
you. I'm honored as well.
that's right.
Yes.
See, people don't understand. See, this is the first time me and Miss Jazzy actually met formally. This isn't no cue cards or anything. It's an honor to meet a legendary queen as herself. And when I speak legendary, I have facts. Now, one thing about me, even by my trade, I'm a civil designer. I have to research the properties and figure out the zones and everything. So when I bring a guest up, I bring up and make sure I have facts. So while we're interviewing you, I have something to show, because I told you we researched on you. Now, everybody, this is Miss Jazz Evangelist Jazz,
Yes.
and also MC Jazz Thomas Jones. That first lady, they said the first lady. You don't have to explain nothing. You the first lady.
Indeed.
Now, to my understanding, Miss Jazz,
Uh-huh.
you why are you considered a legendary for real of online radio TV personality?
Well, the reason is because we initially started in internet radio in 2004. But prior to that, we had already done research on where radio and television was going in the next 20 years. And that in itself entailed us to start an internet radio station at a college and university that I was attending, Clayton State University here in Morrow, Georgia.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that was when I became known as the mother of Clayton State Internet Radio, and coined as a internet radio pioneer because I was one of the people that did most of the background in bringing the radio station into existence, and working also with other schools that were coming into the internet arena as well. So, and that was in 2004, and here we are in 2021, and all you hear about is internet radio and podcasts.
Exactly. And then it's amazing because I see that you're a leader. See this, I see you with younger women, older women, and all everybody I see you with is smiling. That means you know what I'm saying, you got fruit from this is just one picture. I've seen countless pictures. I told them let's not go overboard. Let's show one social picture.
Yes. Well, as a media guru here in Atlanta, I do street media, and I have an opportunity to work with a lot of the government officials and politicians and clergy people here in Atlanta, and not only them, but just everyday citizens that are making a difference in our community and in someone's life. My show is based on true life experiences,
Yes,
and I like to interview individuals that have overcome certain obstacles in life. And now they are giving back, or they are reaching back and helping others to become, major entities in whatever field or career that they are interested in.
yes. And you know, I've been listening to everything you've been saying, right? And everything you were saying, I've been looking, I had already found evidence of. Now, we ain't going off no cue cards. Everybody who's paying attention, she is really now used to be in the Navy.
Yes. I'm,
And
I'm a retired Navy veteran.
yes, and isn't this honor to you
Uh,
for
no, actually, that is a flag from my beloved brother, whom I love so dearly. He passed away in 2016, and I
oh
received his
my
flag
my condolences.
in recognition of his service that he gave to the Army.
Because Woe Entertainment is based off the military.
Oh yeah,
One of the main platforms, one of their main identities is to the prevention of suicide from our vets. Which we're gonna, with our news today, you can't blame them sometimes to go over to another country to fight for something that they come back and they feel the same thing. But I want every brother and sister to know that you are needed. You're needed. Your thoughts, you're needed. Period.
well, that flag represents a lot. And especially when you're someone like us, or someone who has gone to war or been in the military, and at least, acknowledge that you were willing to give your life for this country. So I support veterans across the board. I go out every year and I participate in major events on Veterans Day. It's just an honor to be a part of such a unique group of individuals. that have many talents and come from many, many different walks of life. I'm very, very connected with my military comrades.
And that's amazing. See, what I'm loving being a general public person, right? Evangelist. I look at it like this. Okay, I just had Michael Netherly. He comes represents Long Beach. I deal with the Woe Entertainment, where I know our head producers are in Cameron, Missouri,
Hmm.
along with a lot of our hosts, even my social producer, um, um, Blue Phoenix. And it's amazing how, like, you're down there in Atlanta, Georgia. You know the get downs. You're not somebody just reading the news. You making news down there. And is this part of the military right here? Just you and this lady right here.
That was at a veterans event that we do annually here for Veterans Day.
But those hats are real though. That's
Oh,
that
I
real
am a
thing.
disabled American veteran. I'm a life member, and that's what that hat
You,
represents.
you just can't go to J.C. Penney's and buy that store.
Oh
That
no, I have badges and citations attached to that hat. So
yeah.
I'm, like I say, I'm very, very connected with the military even today.
Now this is the one that honored me. I couldn't wait to get to this one. You get down now.
Well, I'm a AKA, and I'm also an evangelist, and I'm a part of the Students Excellence Foundation with Bishop Norris K. Allen out of Rome, Georgia, the New Hope Cathedral Missionary
Yeah.
Baptist Missionary Church, Church of God. So this was a honor that he gave to all of the women that are connected with him with the Students of Excellence Scholarship Foundation, in honor of him recognizing our Vice President Harris for being selected the first African American woman vice president. So that was a distinguished award. I'm honored to receive that and to have her picture and to be affiliated with the AKA. So it was an honor.
Look here. I thought I called myself bragging, ma'am, because I got a letter from Joe Biden telling me we gave you $2,000. Now, you got one with your name. My name wasn't nearby printed like that. My name was like printed like the where the date is. Your name is bold. It says
Well, I am a daughter of the civil rights movement. I've been working and advocating for most of my life since the early 70s. I've been on the ground and walking and protesting against many of the issues that you and I will talk about in a little while. So that's why I received that, because I am with most entities that are involved with human and civil rights issues or injustice.
and see, and that's something that I want to really get into with you as well, Evangelist Jazz, because of the fact that, and we ain't even stepped on about evangelists. I know I keep saying that, and I'm a person who I can relate with her. I can sit there and listen to because I know there's gonna be just give God the praise. But ain't wait a minute, it's not like that. I can see it with evangelists. First I want to get on your accolades. You understand, evangelists? I
That's
want people to understand Roy Anthony. I looked up everything she's been saying. I'm just letting I'm bonifying it. Not nothing she's doing for me, nothing that I'm giving hers, we giving me, we meeting, and I start looking her up. And I'm like, I don't need a calendar with all the great black inventors and stuff of 1892 and all that. I'm looking at a legend right now.
Well, that's what we are. Each and every one of us. We
Yes,
have a mission and we have a story to carry on this journey. And it's up to you to leave an imprint.
yes, yes. Totally in agreement with you.
Yeah.
Now, this is one of the ones. Now, when I want everybody to understand, they're gonna understand what's this picture.
What's this picture?
This picture is a picture of the Little Rascals, and I pulled this off of Jazzy's site. You know why? Because it's not because I said, "Oh, it's the Little Rascals," and Spanky. It's what she wrote on it that made me pull on it. See, with her being a visionary and the things she's seen and what she's done, we live in this modern world. We know what's going on. We deal with it. The police stuff, all the crooked stuff, we deal with it. But even while we go through that, Evangelist Jazzy said, "Hey, this is how I wish the world, how we could be." Am I correct?
Yeah. There were a time when, we didn't have all the stress that we have in our life today. But of course, with all the new stuff, it has brought about more stresses and more separation. At this time, during the Spanky days, we only see how many Black Americans in that picture. We were dealing with a lot of racism and overtures at this time when this picture was taken. And even then, we still got along. We wasn't shooting one another and killing each other like we are today.
Yes.
And that was what that picture was put up for. And I told you, I got so many reviews and so many comments on that picture,
Yes.
and especially on my LinkedIn page, that I was overwhelmed. I didn't know so many people felt the way that I felt when I posted that picture.
Yes, because I didn't see it at all as, it was black white. I saw the Little Rascals. That's what I saw. All
But
of them
that picture
together, they
speaks
all rascals.
volumes on a lot of different
Yes.
topics.
Yes.
Anytime you look at a picture, you can always carry on a different conversation because everybody's perception is different.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And that's what made me proceed to this last one right here. And this lady right here, I wanted to
Oh my goodness, that's my girl.
I know it. I told you we researched you. And I said, "Oh, she loved Maya Angelou."
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that Maya Angelou said, "I do research, and with having a degree, we always look up, and not just by what we see easy on Google, but people forget about libraries, pull up, certain things. Actually, go read her poetry because she was writing poems through a time of civil strife, especially with blacks." And Lord knows what her and Langston Hughes would be writing right now compared to what we're going through today's world, right?
Yes. Yes.
But I know that I read something not too long ago to how she inspired Martin Luther King to actually say that speech that he had a dream.
Mm-hmm.
At the watch, he was wondering which speech should he say. She said, "Hey, use that one." Hey, what?
She's a powerful woman. She was and she still is.
Yeah.
Her legacy will live on for years. I am also a poet as well, and that's why I really patronize Maya. She has always been an inspiration for me as a young girl and as a young woman. So, yes.
Can you give us a short version? Come on, give us a short piece of one of your poetry.
I didn't prepare for any poetry today, but I may think about something before we get off.
Okay. I
I may
didn't mean
have
to take you
something
off
to
guard.
deliver.
You know what I'm saying? I bet you just be flowing off like, "Hey."
Well,
But
hey, I be doing my thing. I deliver. That's definitely part of my, physique. I love
yes.
to deliver speeches and to talk and to inspire others to want to live better and want to do better in their life.
Now there is a particular website. I seen something. It was called it wasn't no Black Lives Matter.
No,
Uh,
I am a Champions for Justice rep. I am a part of the justice team with attorney Ben Crump,
yeah.
attorney B. Ivory Lamar, and attorney Gerald Griggs, Esquire here in the Atlanta and East Coast area. So
Yeah.
I am a member of that group. It's a Facebook group. So I would like to invite everyone that's listening to please join the group. Our main focus right now is on equality and justice, not to mention reparations. So that's something that is really embedded within me. And a lot of people want to know, why is reparations so important? And why is that something that we're discussing now? Well, it's something that has been being discussed for years. But of course, with all of the protesting and all of the trying to bring on more diversity here in America, that has led to rethinking a little bit more about reparations. We're talking about 14, 17 trillion dollars that is owed to descendants of slavery. And why is reparations so important? 250 years of slavery. That speaks volumes. 90 years
Hey,
of Jim Crow. 60
and
years of separate but equal. Not to mention 35 years of racial housing policies that I have been a part of. I have witnessed with my own eyes. No one told me this. I didn't read it in a book. I witnessed this. All of this has been witnessed except for the slavery aspect of it. So reparations are very, very important.
I totally agree with you. I tell people they like, oh well, when they because I'm a civil designer by trade, so I've always worked in the engineering firms where I've been the only black, and it seemed like I always had to not try to justify myself because I wasn't going to go through all that. I let my work speak for myself,
Right.
and would tell them like, hey, I live down there because I can, and then I could be around my blacks because I don't change up. I could be in any hoods. I'm gonna be myself. It's not that I'm better than anybody. See, I feel like how the Commodores used to say on Zoom, where we can go where people can be what they want to be. And you know
Well,
why left this picture up, Miss Evangelist Jazz?
that's fine. Let's talk a little bit about something else that is very, very
Okay, but you know why
passionate, and that's police brutality. I think you were going to
I
talk
was
about
going to
that.
get on to that. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that. I got those up,
Okay,
but I'm just saying, you know why I left this up right
I know.
here?
I saw you. Yeah, we got.
It
Let's
said,
go.
I don't trust anyone who doesn't laugh.
And I don't.
Tell them. Go ahead. Tell them what.
No, I mean, it speaks for itself. There is no explanation needed in that quote. I don't trust anyone that laugh. If you're a person that stand around and you're stiff and you are stuff and not able to enjoy, there's something going on with you that we need to discuss.
And wait a minute. That's why I be telling people it's hard for me to go to your church because I go into the church and the ladies all serious and everything, and I sit over here and I'm like, oh, I feel uncomfortable. Did I come to the
It's too much. It's too much authority up in there for you. That's what
yeah?
that is.
And no, they,
You, you don't want nobody telling you you can't sit in the front.
well, you know what? I go to the back. Look here. My grandmother was a pastor of the church, and she, what I grew up with, she was the pastor. And I look at my grandfather. He a man amongst men, but he took his role when it came to the church because she's the pastor of the church. And guess what? It made me believe and understand. Now, the thing was, what I see today, she never went for cash and she made her own money. She just wanted to, like yourself, spread the word of God. See, I feel,
Oh, I
okay.
make money. I never said I didn't make money. I don't work for free.
Oh, well, I never said that. I'm
Oh,
saying
I just want to make sure the audience don't get that
oh,
misconstrued.
well, of course you got to make. No, and that's the other thing. I don't love money. I want money. There's a difference.
Well, I don't love money, but I love what I can do with money. And
Okay,
if
there it
I'm
is.
providing you with a service, there's a fee.
With that part right there. I can agree with that. See, you being honest. Now, dollars and stuff. No, you were saying, let me show up and we're gonna have service. Did you hear me?
No,
No, I said I think it was some type of little freeze or whatever. I was
it's
saying
okay.
is you're being honest. That's a service that you give. My point is, I've seen your work in the streets, in the neighborhoods. And if you're helping, you're not just collecting money so you can have a gold toilet.
Oh no, no. We're community based, so therefore, if there are community impact events, meaning events that affect the majority of that community or the community as a whole, then yes, that is something that we do because we are independent. So it's not like we are broke and we are sitting around waiting for a gig.
I
We
understand.
have a residual type incomes that come in with our platform, and that's what it's about.
Yes, yes. I'm with you on that. I am
Yeah.
with you on that. Now, let me ask you a question. And that's what, because I dug up, and that's why I brought, we're going to do our news topics, right? And I
Okay.
keep it up. So, I was going to break the monotony, but I gave you the three subjects, right, of the news that we're going to talk about.
Let's talk.
Now, are you comfortable with Roy Anthony?
I am so comfortable. Let's do this.
Thank you.
Are you
Because I'm so
comfortable with
comfortable with you and
Jazzy? Are
Jazz.
you comfortable?
Yes, ma'am. I am so comfortable, Queen. You just do not know.
Awesome.
I'm so comfortable with you. Now,
Good.
before we go into the news, I want to do my celebrity cup because I'm always saying, what if we mismatch? What if racism didn't exist? What if race and racism never existed? So I got a game where I take celebrities, right? And
Mm-hmm.
if I match this celebrity with this celebrity, and they end up having this celebrity is their child. You with me?
Okay.
Okay. Now, all right. So we all know this man right here. You know who this is. I know you are probably
I know who that is.
so you have Drew Brees, right? But this Aaron Rodgers.
That's Rogers.
Yes, Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay
Uh,
Packers. So you are aware of him as well, right?
Of course.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers. So I said, what if we took Aaron Rodgers and we dated him with someone like if Blue Phoenix could help me out. I don't know if she's listening to me. Old Blue Phoenix. She's my social producer. Can she help me out? Uh-oh. I guess I had to do it myself. I got um Aaron Rodgers dating with someone.
Who you?
And Jazz, I'm trying to figure out how do I supposed to do it.
Oh,
I
because
post
your sidekick is not there.
well, it's my associate producer. She's not my sidekick. This she's a social producer. And so we was trying to it's supposed to be where it's a slide and there's some couples on there. But I'm gonna take that off until she gives me the green light on how we can get that fixed. Cause can we go to the next one? Blue Phoenix. Even my text isn't. Oh, there we go. There we go.
I was about to say, I did change it for you. I don't know what was going on.
Okay, thank you. I
I'm going to
appreciate
drop
it.
back out.
Okay, that's Blue Phoenix, everybody. Okay, now look
Hey,
here.
Blue Phoenix.
Thank you, Blue Phoenix. Okay, look here. We got Aaron Rodgers with, you know who this is, right?
Yeah.
Shirley Caesar.
Right.
Now, no, picture them.
I can't.
Wait a minute. But wait a minute. They just happened to be romantic, and just before all the, and they got together, and they had a baby, and the baby would be Blue Phoenix. Help me out. Or you put them together. Shirley Caesar, Wendy Williams. You know why? But Wendy Williams, she's a tall lady, so she'll probably have the bulk of.
I can see him and Wendy better than him and Pastor.
Well, see, that's why everybody like, don't you talk about Shirley Caesar's life. See, now you make me think about it. See, now I wasn't looking at it as far as the religious belief. Everybody will be like, how in the world you on, Lord? Everybody knows. Let me tell you something.
Oh, they gonna message you back.
They're gonna give me a hard time, because believe me, my mother, for the 9 months I carried you. All right. That's all right. My bad. That's my first couple. Okay, I'm gonna go to my second couple. Here's my second couple. Evangelist.
Okay.
I'm waiting on Blue Phoenix. Okay, you know who this is?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? It's McCarthy. I keep forgetting her first name. Cindy McCarthy. But I forget her name.
McFarland.
Is it McFarland?
No, that's you. I thought she was sending us something. Blue Phoenix, can you help us?
Yeah, I think it's Cindy McCarthy. I think that's her name.
Jenny McCarthy.
Jenny McCarthy. There it is. Jenny. Thank you, Blue Phoenix. Okay. You got Jenny McCarthy. And you was to put her with. Now remember, ain't no racism going on and so, nothing like that. It's Jenny McCarthy.
Give me a midget then.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Bring me the next person in. I had Jenny McCarthy and give it to me. There's something going on with our system why it's coming up so late, but we're okie dokie. Yes. I think I had Jenny McCarthy with no, I think I had her with Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Yeah, I think I had Jennifer McCarthy with Ice Cube, and their baby's going to trip you out. Their baby's going to trip. Yeah, I did. I had Ice Cube. Now, if you go on and put Jennifer McCarthy with Ice Cube, right? You put them two together, and guess who their baby's going to be?
Who?
Gerald Kushner. I won't have dinner with the president.
You went there. Now that's unbelievable.
Hey, it's in good humor though.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. He didn't have dinner with the president. He just had it with the son-in-law. You understand what I'm saying? All right, let's go with my last couple. This is my last couple, Evangelists. This is my last couple. So I said, okay, here's the rapper Rick Ross. The rapper Rick Ross. Okay? Okay, now you put rapper Rick Ross with, okay.
Dolly Parton.
No, I had her last week.
Oh, okay.
Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, hell no. Ooh.
Now, okay.
Look, let me see it.
Wait a minute. You got the rapper Rick Ross with Nancy Pelosi. You put this.
Oh my God, ain't smoking.
And look at her like, ooh. She like, ooh.
Like,
okay,
ooh.
look at who their baby gonna be. Let's see what their baby is gonna be. Their baby's going to be, drum roll. Let's see. Come on, baby.
We got to get ready for this one.
Come on, Nancy.
Oh,
Melinda Gates.
you wrong for that.
What?
She's a money maker.
She don't
Thank
make
you.
that money.
But she made that money, huh? That's what brings us to our news today. This is Roy's news. Now, it's already, I know it's 20 minutes to the show. I saw you, Yana. I'm not boring you, am I?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure and stuff because I know that you
I
have a
was just
lot.
laughing at you. I wasn't yarning.
Okay, I want to make sure. I just was like, cause hey, they probably don't want Vance to know. You already got me feeling guilty. I had to make it up because I wasn't thinking about Shirley Caesar as
You
being
put it on there.
the
You know
best. I'm sorry, Vance, for real. I know the 9 months my mama carried me. I do. So look,
So look, let's talk about something I want to say before we
yes,
get
ma'am.
too
Go
far
ahead.
into the police brutality. You know, recently, they took the Negro word out of the dictionary. But, I want to ask you personally, why is it so hard for Black people to give up the Negro and the colored word in their terminology?
Well, you know what? Let me tell you something on that. My child, I'm a single dad, and my daughter, she's 13 now, but when she was 11, they took out actual cursive writing in their wordings or whatever, right? So she was doing capital letters, cursive, and I'm getting to a point, capital letters, small letters.
Mm-hmm.
So it went from L, M, O. And I asked her, I said, what's up with the N? She said, Dad, we're not supposed to use the N at all. I said, what? No, yeah, we don't use the N for N because N word, and we don't use the N. And the teachers is teaching them to skip that letter. And I'm saying to myself, okay, we're getting to a point, and now we do is we run into what we call council culture. I keep telling people I don't worry about my dialect. I worry about what you said, that reparation check. Once I get my reparation check, then we can talk about the dialect. Don't worry about what I'm saying.
I think that is something that we need to do a challenge. Let's end the N word, and I'm talking about one word in particular, as it relates to identifying ourselves. I think about a lot of the civic organizations that have colored in their representation of their organization, and I find it offensive because I never considered myself to be colored.
Well, I don't neither, but when first you said,
I mean, like I know my parents had colored on their birth certificates, but I do not. So I have never identified with that lingo or that stigmatism that they have placed on Black Americans. And I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody today, but I'm speaking the truth.
no,
And I don't have a problem with people using it, but I was asking you, why is it so hard for our own people? People fought to have this word taken out of the dictionary. It was a lawsuit that was filed. And we ourselves just don't want to give up the word.
But I look at it like this. Now, like I tell people, it's not a confrontation, it's a conversation. Now, I see it like this, Evangelist Jazz. For one, I'm not going to change up my term of endearment to some of my partners. Now, even though I work with whites, Latinos, Asians, everybody outside my race. And I see some of my partners, and, you know, it is what it is. Now, I even say it in one of my stand-ups. I'd be like, you know, they want to counsel that so much. You know, I feel like we go back to the 70s rules, like what Rich Pryor said. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, basically only blacks can say it. They be having classes teaching Koreans and everybody how to say it, right? But I look at it like this. I see my partner. Hey, what's up, N-word? What up with you, N-word? What's cracking with you, N-word? Man, how my
But
N-word?
why do we want to be considered that word? I don't. I'm saying, why is it that we cannot?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying,
I mean, I
Evangelist. It's
understand
not like a person's
the
considering
connection.
that.
I understand the connection and what you're
Yeah.
talking about and how you guys, you know,
It's a
use
term of
it.
endearment. Now, do I be in a store and I be at a restaurant and all of a sudden a bunch of people is clowning? First thing I want to say is, man, they acting like a bunch of N-words. Now,
But
do I want to
that's
be
what I'm saying.
classified as
But
that?
that's the whole
No, yeah,
dilemma.
but I'm just saying is
That's the
nobody
whole
wants to
dilemma.
be. I don't want to be classified as when it's safe.
They put that America put that name and that stigmatism on Black Americans during a time when we were considered to be beneath them. And now that we want equality. Right. We screaming equality, but we want to be still considered to be those people, as you said, that's when I use the N word. But we're not those people. We never were.
Well, we never were that.
But I'm
Period.
saying because of the doctrine that we've had in
Yeah.
our life, we
Yeah.
continue to use that. And
Yes, ma'am.
that's a mindset.
Yes.
And we need to change our mindset.
Yes, but you know what? I look at it like this as well. For one, I look at there's two different words because there's one with the ER and then there's the one with the A. The one with the A supposed to be in what we just clarified for a personal relationship. Now, the one that we ER, because when I've worked with my partners who are doctors, some are financialers, some of them, you know, I don't deal with it. Guess what? That's what we say to each other, and it's a mindset.
I understand that.
We're taking.
Right. I'm saying, I want you to take the challenge.
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
Yeah. And kill the N word.
Yeah, but you know what? And I feel you on that, but I just feel like there's so much putting emphasis on the word when I think that's a mindset where if you give me my reparation check.
But if you're using the word, if you're using the word, you are part of the problem. And we're gonna move on. I don't want to tie you up with that.
No, ma'am. I'm taking this.
But we'll talk about this in depth at another time.
But you're right. I want to hear it. I want to hear that because the thing is like I said, it's not a confrontation.
No, I'm saying I want you to take the challenge. I want you to see if you can relate to your partners and to your relatives and significant people without using that word.
And you're absolutely right. Guess what? I haven't used it one time in the past year and a half.
No. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about period.
I called them
period, across the board. Just don't use
I have
it.
not called them no
and share that with others.
Yes.
That they should not want to be called or considered to be.
And I'll push that. I will push that because I'm being honest with That's
all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. You can't make anybody do anything, but you can ask.
Yes, but let me tell you, I'm confessing my sins. I have said for the past year and a half, I have not called no one the N-word, but I have called them B's. And I have called them in.
You need to stop that one too, but we'll talk about that another time.
Give me a step at a time. I'm going a piece at a time.
No, somebody say take the challenge.
Yeah, Mike Nedley, I'm gonna take the challenge, but I'm just letting you know.
I didn't say the N-word for real. I'm talking about for real, guys. And I got loved ones that use it all the time, but I always say, can we please not use that word?
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with
But
you.
let's talk about
Now,
where you putting up.
okay, now I'm gonna get to the news, and we're gonna have to go fast because I got 11 minutes left because I want to hear what you had to say.
Yeah, because
Now,
I gotta say my quote, and we gotta talk about keeping
yeah.
it sexy.
Well, I just wanted people to understand is that Bill Gates and Melinda Gates was getting the
Get
situation
that
that's been
check,
going on
girl.
with
Get
Epstein.
that
A lot
check.
of these cats is being revealed. I was told 3 or 4 months ago it was fake news, and now it's all on the news. I'm just being honest
No,
with
it's
people
real.
and stuff. And now look how this is how people got to be about your kids. You got to be like Snagglepuss. Wait for my babies. Stay away
Keep
from my babies.
away from my children.
They made a golden image of Trump. Now I
Oh
don't get into
no.
politics, but they made a golden image of Trump, and people was actually worshiping it. I caught this for real. People was having their hands touching each other's shoulders. I lie to you not. It made me think of the children of Israel when they left Egypt. You remember when they was worshiping the golden calf? Look all them people. They look like. Now, and what I was trying to say is like you said, right here. This is a photo in 1960. Jazz, Evangelist Jazz, police brutality must go. People
Who?
didn't think that it was clear.
Oh yes, it's been blatant. It's been in our face. We've been raising hell about it. I'll just put it like that. And I don't care what nobody say. We've been marching and fighting, and we've been trying to get
This a
somebody. And I'm
picture
so
of
glad.
this a picture of 5-6 months ago. And we
Yeah,
want other
yeah.
people to know we're not just talking about white police officers. Look at the black police officers. He ready to hit unarmed people with signs.
Just yesterday, Roy, the
Yeah.
Guardian reported that 165 victims of police brutality, black victims, are calling on the UN to launch an independent investigation on all of these murders, beginning with Eric Gardner on Bank, Mike Brown, we talking about 2014,
Yes.
Stephen Clark, 2018, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd,
That's not even
Rashard Brooks,
but Evangelist, not
Tamir
to cut you
Rice,
off, these are people that's on national.
Walter
I
Scott,
know some people that didn't
Alton
even make the
Sterling,
news.
Philando Castile.
Yes, ma'am.
Jamarian Robinson was shot 76 times here in East Point, Georgia, and no one, not one officer, has been arrested. Police brutality goes way back in the history.
And you know, I was just saying,
Americans and black.
not try to cut you off, but you know what? There were some that haven't even been on national news that I know of personally.
Oh, I'm not even saying that's just a touch of it, because I didn't even say Sandra Bland. I didn't even say anyone that was snuffed out
Yes, ma'am.
In a jail cell, because we've had a lot of police brutality there as well with the correction officers. Police brutality is so blatant that they even have a slogan, driving while black.
This is me. Every time I come out my house, I'm walking on a tightrope. I'm on a tightrope. They don't understand, man. Evangelist Jazz, now look here. We have 7 more minutes. And you know what? I got to have you come back on again, because this is what my platform is about, is to have an open conversation.
Yes.
I want to make it, you had to break ground with me. Trust me, I'm listening to every word you're saying.
Okay, we will do it again.
All the homies is talking about doing this challenge, which I will too. Forgive me for my, but I was worried about them getting my pockets lined, which is a lot of people why they voted, for certain people.
Well, I wanted to talk about the vote a little bit, because it was very interesting when Georgia went blue. We made a tremendous impact on the presidential election. So much that the president that was in office, I ain't gonna even call his name because he doesn't represent me, neither now nor then. But he called to Georgia to ask to have some of our votes kicked out. So now we have a new law in place.
Hey, look, I'm just saying is I want, you know what, we gotta have you come back.
So you
When can I
mentioned
get you back?
that
Can I
you
get you back
were
in next Tuesday? Because I have my man Richie King this Thursday. Can I get you back Tuesday and let's, I mean, for real, I want to hear this.
well. Let's just talk briefly about keeping it sexy, and then I'm gonna get off.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, I
you
couldn't even get on that because everybody's telling me a good discussion. How I met you with them fine ladies. Oh my goodness.
yes. And I'm going to just say this, and then you can just let me go. But I'm going to talk about keeping it classy and sexy. And
Yes.
what I would like to say is, this is my quote: "Why you got an issue? Your ass don't got old. Now you want to hate, girl? Please find something to do with yourself besides chasing a damn broke ass man or woman." Yeah. Whatever rocks your boat, make sure it's a rockin' it, baby. I'm MC Jazzy.
Miss MC Jazzy, let me say this to you. It's been an honor. This hour went by too fast. You know that? And we got 4 minutes. I just still want you to go through a couple of jokes with me, okay? I
Let's
got
do
to ask you
it.
these questions. You can't laugh if you hear the answer, okay?
Okay.
You with me, right? You can't
Uh,
be laughing now. This is a shot. I got
okay.
to take
All
you
right.
here.
Okay.
All right. What do you call the wife of a hippie?
A Skippy.
No, a Mississippi. What do you call a Jedi with one arm? What do you call a Jedi with one arm?
A defect.
Han Solo.
Wow.
That counts as a laugh. You're supposed to be trying to not laugh. You
I
evangelist
can't
jazz.
help it.
You evangelist jazz. Now come on, we got two
Okay, I'm
more. Two
trying to be
more.
serious, but
Two
okay.
more. What do you call a pig or hog that does karate? What do you call a pig or hog that does karate?
Pig chop.
A pork chop.
Oh,
You
but
was
then
close. You
I'm
was close. Yes,
close.
he was. That's the answer. A pork chop. Now, final question. Why does Snoop Dogg use an umbrella? Why does Snoop Dogg use an umbrella?
Skin condition.
For drizzle.
Oh.
I, I made it hard on you, evangelist.
you made me laugh. I'm sorry.
Hey, look here. It's been a pleasure. I can't wait to do it again when we can get through your busy schedule. I know I was being selfish, but I really appreciated you. Thank you. Happy
It's been
Mother's
an
Day.
honor. Thank you
Happy
so
Mother's Day to
much.
you and to any woman that's around you. Tell them that Roy said Happy Mother's Day to them. Thank you for being on the Roy Answer Show, and it's a pleasure. I'm looking forward to working with you some more.
One
God
love.
bless. One love. Y'all give it
Bye-bye.
up for Miss Jazzy, Miss Evangelist Jazz. Thank you. I'm gonna thank everybody for joining in. The show went really just like the show supposed to be where it's about us keeping 100. It's not a conversation. It's not a confrontation. It's a conversation. How can anybody think about how we feel or how we want to be approached and stuff? You've seen that there was a little step right there because I felt like it's a term of endearment that only, blacks should say. And she made a point. And I stopped all that. I want to hear what she had to say. If we can all do that and just learn to listen and communicate with each other, talk about it. I want to give thank you to Woe Entertainment for letting me be on this platform, to Richie King, aka Redneck Pimp, Thank my man Goose. Special shout out to Blue Phoenix. Always got so much love for her. Thank you for my man 3030, who's always in the background. That's who you hear say. I know people been hitting me on comments. You know, we got so many different people. Everybody said Michael Nedry said Happy Mother's Day. That's Rockbox, but she gave me something to think about. You know, it's the Roy Answer Show, man. You know, even myself.
Hey, is this thing on? Can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the